Hello and welcome to Today at the Games, the highlights show for the ASEAN Para Games 2025. I'm Catherine Roberts, and you know what? I'm not alone today. I've got a co-host here with me, former powerlifter Noor Aini.
Hello everyone, happy to be here. It is interesting to be at the other side and sharing updates about my Team Singapore friends.
That's right. You know what, Noor Aini? It's going to be a massive outing for Team Singapore, isn't it?
That's right, Kat. Singapore is competing in 13 out of the 19 available sports this time.
Now, speaking of which, Singapore has already earned their first few medals. 1 gold medal in road cycling, 1 gold medal in 10-pin bowling, and 2 silver medals in swimming. Here's what happened. Team SG was represented by 4 cyclists at the Para Road cycling events. In the mixed T1, T2 individual time trial, raced under the tricycle category, Sebastian Adrian Tan Yen Zhi found redemption after narrowly missing out on a medal at last year's Asian Championships. He started strongly over the 15.6-kilometer course, setting the pace in the opening 7.8-kilometer lap. Carrying that momentum to the finish, Tan secured Singapore's first gold medal in Korat with a time of 31 minutes 40.485 seconds, finishing more than a minute clear of his nearest challenger from Thailand after the application of the disability factor.
For the gold medal to Singapore, Mr. Sebastian Adrian Yan Zhi Tan. เสียงและกำลังใจจากนักกีฬาและเจ้าหน้าที่จากสิงคโปร์
Of course, happy and also a bit relieved lah. Yeah, you know, building up to this game, went through a lot. So there are some stress and pressure, you know, to get some result lah. Definitely, yeah. But he was very focused, and very determined. So there are a few tough section whereby the headwind is strong and going up slope. Well, he really put on more than 100% effort.
In the women's B individual 23.4-kilometer time trial, Singapore's Amelia Tan Cheng Jui and her pilot Sarah Tan finished 4th in the 17 field. This is a class for visually impaired athletes who compete on a tandem bicycle with a sighted pilot steering from the front. Amelia and Sarah missed out on a medal, clocking a time of 36 minutes 12.197 seconds, more than a minute behind the bronze medal position. With temperatures rising to around 30 degrees Celsius, riders in the later starting races had to contend with particularly tough conditions. For hand cyclist Amanda Mock, the challenge was even greater, racing almost directly into the sun throughout the entire 15.6-kilometer course. She eventually finished 4th in the women's H1-H5 individual time trial. Meanwhile, Muhammad Noor Amsha Abdi Manaf also placed 4th in the men's H4-H5 individual 31.2-kilometer time trial. The team will be back in action on Thursday.
Lane 5, Singapore.
Gets off to an absolute flyer on this near side and looking very powerful. You can see those shoulders rotating, and Gawalan will not let him get that far away. Nicely on the turn, and just in front there is To Wei Sung, just staying fractionally in front as well of Gawalan. This could be a big race in the final 100. Will To Wei Sung be able to hold on? There's the turns, just over half a second separate the two of them, and again turning almost simultaneously, but a good kick off the wall again there from To Wei Sung. Gawalan's just starting to pull ahead a little bit now after that 150 mark. Ernie Gawalan, the 34-year-old from the Philippines, light work of this, going to be outside that game's record is 4:54.87 set by himself, but that won't bother him. The only thing that will matter to him is that he's got a gold medal. To comes in second place for the men's 400-meter freestyle S7 category.
Got to trust my aerobic fitness, got to trust I can hold the pace and I can come back stronger at the end. So that's the strategy for 400, so that's what I went out trying to do. It feels great, you know, it's a privilege to be here, and I'm really grateful for everyone back home watching us and supporting us. And I hope that this ASEAN Para Games is another chance for people to understand what para sports is about, to get interested into the local scene, and to just appreciate the local talent that we have. We have tremendous athletes, and hopefully everyone can see them at these games.
Singapore's Daniel Moy is going to be next. 100-metre butterfly has a personal best of 113.91, which she got in the World Para Swimming Series. Off nice and easy. It's a good start on the near side here for Japan. Suchi Idriani is out in front, coming back though. Danielle Moy in lane 5 is getting very, very close as well. It's Suchi who gets the turn. Danielle very, very closely behind. Japan is there as well. This is going to be very, very close. Literally a second separating the top 3, but again, Suchi Idriani just trying to power away. Daniel Moy trying to stay with her. Coming strong in lane 2 is Luxika, but Danielle Moy is going to hang on. Is she? Yes, for the silver. The gold goes to Indonesia with Suchi Idriani. Danielle Moy, she'll turn round and take silver for Singapore.
Congratulations to our medalists.
That's right, and congratulations to our badminton and table tennis players, Xavier Lim and Ashraf bin Huzaini, who made it through to the men's individual preliminaries of their respective sports.
Coming right up are updates on Boccia and Archery, so don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to Today at the Games. A big day for Team Singapore's para archer Shahida binti Alim, who now has a chance to bag a gold medal after she defeated her opponents in the quarter and semi-finals.
You can catch her story after we check in on Team Singapore Boccia player Jovin Tan.
Precision, patience and composure take center stage as Boccia is featured at the 13th ASEAN Para Games in Korat. Jovin Tan was in action for the men's BC1 classification, facing William Cliff Honsing from Malaysia in his first match. Having won the gold medal at the Canberra 2025 World Boccia Challenger in Australia, Tan looks set to add to his medal tally in his maiden campaign in this competition. There are 4 ends in a game of Boccia, where each end is scored by counting how many balls are closer to the jack. The totals are then added after 4 ends. Tan started the game with intent, settling into rhythm early. His controlled throws and well-placed judgment saw him challenge strongly in the opening end, picking up valuable points to set the tone. He maintained his control, placing balls close to the jack and, in the process, limiting his opponent's scoring opportunities. His focus and precision proved decisive across all 4 ends. By the final end, Tan has firmly established his rhythm, closing out his first match with a convincing 14-0 victory. Moving to his second match against Kamsing Kawan of Laos, Tan did well to carry his winning momentum over. And it was needed as both athletes traded precise deliveries with little separating them. With points hard to come by, composure and decision-making were put to the test as each throw carried added significance. Tan kept his composure, navigating the challenge, and held his nerve to secure another win by a closer 4-1 margin.
I would say the most challenging is because I have not played against these 2 players that I play today against with. Every player has different style and different techniques, every strategy. Boccia is a thinking sport. It's about strategy, about tactics. So sometimes we have to think fast, act fast, and then make the decision fast.
Day 1 of the ASEAN Para Games saw Shahida binti Alim in action at the women's individual compound event for archery. Our Paralympian took the field by storm, topping the qualification round with a total score of 664 and went straight through to the quarterfinals. Her rivals, Indonesia's Theodora Audi Ayudia and Vietnam's Bien Thai Chung, scored 655 points and 649 points respectively and had to battle through the round of 16. During the elimination rounds, Shahida had to shoot 5 sets of 3 arrows. Each arrow is worth 10 points. Her score of 140 saw her through to the semis, 3 points behind Indonesian Theodora Farelli. Shahida was neck and neck against Agustina Bantilok from the Philippines in the semi-final, with the Singaporean finishing the first set with just a 1-point lead. With that win, our Paralympian made it through to the gold medal match with a score of 145 against 138.
I admit that this heat in Thailand is really intense, but I keep myself cool by using a cooling spray and also drinking between coconut water and cold water. So I've been preparing this for the heat thanks to my team at SSI, and I'm glad that it works. During qualification, I personally think that I didn't do well as I hoped for, but I'm really glad that I did even better during the eliminations.
All right, let's take a look at the medal tally so far. Congratulations to Sebastian Tan, who won a gold medal in road cycling. Also, another gold medal for 65-year-old Kelvin Goh in the Para-Tenpin bowling men's singles.
Congratulations to our silver medalist, To Wei Song, in the men's 400-meter freestyle S7. And also to Danielle Moy in the women's 100-meter butterfly S14. That's all we have for you today. Thank you for joining us.
That's right. Aini and I will be back with you tomorrow for more highlights of the ASEAN Para Games 2025.
Bye-bye.